What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's Jose Rodriguez. Shout out to the Built from Pain movement. Okay, that is my personal movement that I held men to the highest level of accountability. Today, we're going to be speaking about loving yourself. And this is a very important topic, actually, because I believe that a lot of people have a misconception of what it means to actually love yourself. I want to go ahead and start it off with the idea in and of itself, okay? And what it means to me. For me, loving yourself is me looking at my life, looking at myself in the mirror, and asking myself, how much do I love myself? Am I proud of myself? Am I happy with the man that's looking back in the mirror at me? Have I done a lot of things for me, for my family, for the people that I love? Who am I? These are all questions that I ask myself to see and gauge where I'm at. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Am I disciplined? Am I a committed person? Am I a person that when I say something, I mean it? How much does my word weigh on the scale? Some people's words weigh nothing because they're not able to follow through with them. Some people's words weigh 1,000,000 pounds because no matter what happens, they're going to follow through and they're going to get that shit done. How much is my word worth? Right? These are all questions that I ask myself to find out how much I love myself. People think that loving yourself is all about going on vacation, right? Going to the beach, eating whatever the fuck you want, getting fat, right? And not worrying about shit in life. And that's the complete opposite, actually. That's hatred, if anything. How can you miss? How can you possibly miss the fact that when you're not paying attention to yourself, you're allowing yourself to live a life by default? How can you miss that? How could people be so dull to think that not caring about yourself is loving yourself? When have you ever loved somebody that you didn't care about? So why do we do that with ourselves? No. If you love yourself, you care about yourself. And if you care about yourself, you would take good care of yourself. And taking good care of yourself is going to require discipline, is going to require honesty, integrity, grit, being able to push through obstacles no matter what. That is self-love. Being able to come up with that plan that you want to come up with to get yourself out of that position that you're in. That's love. To become more whole with yourself, to be able to look at your values and say, wow, I love that I'm about this, this, and that. To look at the things that you've been doing and measuring it from a perspective of where you're at now and asking yourself, are these things still serving me or are they a detrimental to where I'm going for? Being able to assess where you're at, assess where you want to go, assess where you've been. All of these things are acts of love as long as you're taking action, right? That for me is loving yourself. We got to start loving ourselves way more, right? Because the more that you love yourself, the more that you're going to attract those things that that character has. How can you expect to attract anything else? You are what you attract. So look at your life. Look at what you've been attracting to your life. Are you happy with the things that you've been attracting to your life? Maybe some of them are okay, but maybe others are not. Now you got to ask yourself, what keeps bringing the bad and what keeps bringing the good? That's the question that's going to differentiate where you are in the scale. If you keep bringing negative shit into your life, I don't think you love yourself as much as you think you do. I just don't. However, if you keep attracting the things that you want in your life, right? In terms of money, in terms of relationships, right? In terms of connections, how you feel about yourself, how you look in the mirror when you look at yourself, right? Your physique, your health, how you feel. Pay attention to these things because this is a clear indication of where you are and how good you've been taking care of yourself. That is a definition of loving yourself, okay? Not going out to the bar, getting drunk with your fucking friends, right? And being a fucking idiot. That's not loving yourself. Not going to, retiring by 65 and drinking a fucking, I don't know what the hell, a mojito by the beach. Who the fuck brings these things? Who creates these things? It's not loving yourself, man. Loving yourself is taking care of yourself. That's loving yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, then you don't fucking love yourself. So stop saying that you love yourself. Stop passing these memes on Instagram, right? You and your whole friends out doing stupid shit, talking about you love yourself. You don't. If you love yourself or you respect yourself, if you love yourself, you demand more of yourself. If you love yourself, you hold yourself to the proper standards. There's a lack of love in this world, actually. There is. And this is why there's people like me on social media distributing the potion that you need to heal from all the bullshit that you've been through. Because somebody has to step up and say, this is wrong and this is off. And what's going to happen? There are so many people in this world that have years of conditioning that even when you tell them, yo, this is not right, they will fight and defend the very thing that is bringing them down because they're just so used to experiencing that life that they know nothing but that. And that's the scary part. So when you ask yourself, how can I get out of this fucking matrix? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. Just like many great things are. Nothing that's good comes easy. Nothing. Remember that. So when you're out there living your life, understand that if you're tapping out of a specific habit that doesn't serve you, that change in and of itself is going to be uncomfortable. Stick through it. When people talk about, you see a millionaire right on TV talking about their lives, right? Yeah, it was tough. I had to stick through it. You know, I had to do this, do that, whatever, right? What they're literally talking about, let me decode that for you for a second. What they're really talking about is that in and of itself that you're experiencing right now. Those nights where you're trying to go to sleep and you're thinking about whatever that is, that. It's uncomfortable, yet you have to face that shit. When you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, and maybe you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror because you haven't been good to yourself. That is uncomfortable. You have to push past that shit. You have to be able to accept yourself for who you are now, but not accept that you're going to stay there forever. That's the difference. Change has to continue to take place. However, the only way that change can continue to take place is if you change your environment. Change the way you think, change the way you feel, change the way you talk, change the way you walk, change the things that you eat, you got to change your life. Changing your life is changing your life. People are trying to sell themselves short thinking that it's not a big deal. It is. Changing your life is huge, but it's going to take work and you have to be able to put down that effort. Now, what starts happening when you start loving yourself? People start to be magnetic to your energy. You start attracting more people. You start elevating more people. People start to feel better when they're around you. That's what happens. People start to glow. People start to just say more positive things. Every time they see you now, they're coming to you with more positive communication and things that they've achieved, successes, things that fulfill them. That is when you know that you're doing good in life. I can guarantee that as soon as I step out of this house, anybody that I come in contact with, they're going to feel more elevated by the time that they're done speaking with me. Guaranteed. Why? Because I know how I've been feeling. I know who I am. And I know what energy I'm putting out into the world. You know why? Because I take care of myself. That's why. When you start taking care of yourself, you start to feel better about yourself. You start to feel better about others. You start to become more empathetic. You start to understand other people a little bit better. This all comes with the package. However, a lot of people are depriving themselves from these things that they could be implementing in their life, not just to help themselves, but to help others. What are some acts of love? This is another section that I want to talk about real quickly. Acts of love consist of what? How do you wake up? How does your house look? How do you look? Have you been working out? How's your business? How do you treat people around you? All of these things are acts of love. Now you just have to really sit down with yourself and assess where you're at. People that are running around spreading and sharing negativity is not so because obviously they have all of these things inside of them that they want to express, of course. But at the same time, one thing that I want you to notice and recognize within yourself is that a lot of people that are going out talking about how bad their day's been, how shitty and how stressed out their lives are, or whatever, blah, 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 that is an indication of how they've been treating themselves. It's not an indication of how much they hate you or how much they want to be bad to you or whatever it is, because there's a lot of haters and people talking shit, right? Maybe they come on your Instagram, talk shit, comment down below. That is a reflection of how they've been treating themselves. So when somebody's communicating garbage and they sound fucking disgusting, know that they've been treating themselves like garbage, and that's fucking disgusting. Not that you're fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Know that. One last thing that I'll say. Protect your fucking energy, because there's a lot of people running out there that are just not good for you. Seriously. Why are we still leaving strings attached to people that don't serve us? Why are we still... It makes no sense to me. You see, when I decided to establish my path and become a millionaire, right, in the real estate field, I disattached myself from a lot of bullshit, a lot of people, and a lot of things that no longer needed to be a part of my life. At the end of the day, this is the process that you have to go through. How? Why? Protect your fucking energy, man. Do you want to be great or do you not want to be great? Do you want to be the best version of yourself or do you not want to be the best version of yourself? It all depends on you. But here's a secret I'll tell you. Everybody wants to be a better version of themselves. Everybody. Whoever says they don't, they're lying. And they're probably lying because they're scared and they're afraid. That's why. Because they're scared and afraid of what? Scared and afraid of failing. Scared and afraid of not being accepted, because they've been accepted their whole lives by being a victim. They've been comforted their whole lives by being sad and bitching and complaining, and people telling them, oh, I understand, right? So then the next thing that they're doing is finding things to fuck up their life so people could give them that attention that they always had. But I don't want that attention. You shouldn't want that fucking attention. Fuck that attention. That attention's for pussies, straight up. Don't seek that attention. That's bad attention. That's negative attention. The attention that you want to seek is the attention of you balling. That's the attention you want to seek. The attention of you pulling up in that car, right? The attention of you living that fucking dream. The attention of you making that money. The attention of you being successful. The attention of you treating people right and giving people, donating, giving back to people. That's the attention that you want. That's positive attention. Contributing to yourself and contributing to others. People start looking at you like, wow, I really love what you're doing. I appreciate, what you got going on. Thank you for, giving back to the community, or thank you for whatever it is. That's the attention you want, not that other shit. Because that other shit comes with more bullshit. But the other side of that, the attention that you want, which is the attention of what? Appreciation, right? Upbringing people. That attention comes with a lot of positive things. Know which way you're pointing the magnet. Are you pointing the magnet towards positive things, or are you pointing the magnet towards negative things? Because both sometimes may feel the same. That's something to keep in mind. Just because you're getting the validation from this side, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Because these people may not want the best for you, or these people may be the same exact fucking people that you're trying to avoid. Know that. It doesn't even have to be people. It could be things. It could be anything in your life. Energies, whatever. Entities, anything. Know where you're pointing the magnet towards. Because you could be pointing the magnet to wealth, riches, success, fulfillment, happiness, or misery, depression, upset, negative. You don't want that side. You want this side. This is the side that you want. And for you to be able to receive this kind of energy, you have to put out a specific type of energy. And that energy is love. You got to love yourself. You got to take care of yourself. And if you love yourself, you take care of yourself, and you take care of others, the people that you want to take care of, the people that you love, then the world and the universe will take care of you. Peace out.